I remember when I was a kid and in school, and the teacher taught us about the solar system, how there's the sun in the middle, and then the planets are being like lassoed around by gravity. And I always thought it was weird, but I didn't say anything because I couldn't really know how to put it in words when I was a young lad. But I always thought it's strange that there's like this invisible tractor beam that's catapulting those planets around itself, the sun being the sun with its gravity, and yet uh, the same gravity that catapults Mercury around also catapults, let's say, Jupiter around, and also catapults Pluto, where Jupiter is way bigger. Mercury and Pluto are kind of similar size. Like Mercury's like double the size, but it's such a great distance, and the sun is so much bigger. It's almost irrelevant. They're about the same. And the thing that doesn't make sense is that if gravity is constant, how is it that the sun is like perfectly looping all those planets around itself without sucking one in or without losing one? It's not like it's like a rope or a chain, and you can swing, a bowling ball around yourself, and you could swing it. If it's let's say at a chain and the bowling ball is 10 times heavier or 100 times lighter or somewhere in between, you could still with that chain loop it around yourself. But we're not talking about a rope or a chain. We're talking about like this invisible tractor beam called gravity. It's got to be a very, very delicate balance. Um, it doesn't get pulled in because its own inertia, um, which would cause it to fly off, is like perfectly balanced with the gravity that's pulling it in. So, I mean, how does it work then, um, where it like perfectly um, orbits around itself, Mercury, Jupiter, and Pluto, without pulling one in or releasing one? I'd like someone to explain that. Um, uh, it's just like ridiculous, man, when you think about it. Unless gravity is not constant, but they say it is. Like the sun's gravity, I don't know the exact number, but it's like a certain like figure. It's like there's a certain strength to its gravity. So, you know, um, if anything's just a little bit off, it falls apart, man. It'll like everything will just scatter. Like it'll either get sucked in to the sun or be lost in space. But no, everything just like perfectly works out, and nobody asked that question. Like, well, I don't know. I think I can show the. I don't even need to get into it. I mean, I talked enough. I can pull up the numbers. I don't need to prove the different sizes. It's just enough to say it. So more like baloney, man. If you think about these things, you see it just ain't nothing but a bunch of hogwash.